Before we begin, welcome to Current Affairs with Faraz, the channel where global power games, hidden strategies, and untold geopolitical stories are explained clearly, calmly, and without noise. Here, we don't chase headlines. We decode what's happening behind them. Now imagine waking up to news that the United States and France were on the brink of a military confrontation in the Arctic. Not against an enemy, but against each other. The world almost believed it. Markets reacted. Analysts panicked. Social media exploded. But what if that crisis was never real? What if the real battle was invisible and the real target was Russia? What unfolded near Greenland was not a military clash. It was one of the most sophisticated deception operations of the modern era, and Russia walked straight into it. The Arctic is no longer just ice and silence. It has quietly become the new front line of global power. Greenland, frozen and isolated, now holds enormous strategic value. Whoever controls it controls the gateway to the Atlantic and a major part of the future balance of power. Last week, the world watched in shock as a sudden crisis erupted near Greenland. What appeared to be a direct confrontation between two historic allies, the United States and France, sent shockwaves across global capitals. But what the world saw was not what was really happening. Under dark Arctic skies, U.S. early warning systems detected a massive naval formation moving aggressively toward Greenland's military exclusion zone. Signals suggested something unbelievable. The French Navy was advancing openly, without stealth or restraint. Fighter jets flew boldly. Warships blasted radar and sonar at full power. Nothing was hidden. Washington reacted instantly. The U.S. Navy's Second Fleet went to maximum combat readiness. America's most advanced warships moved into position. Electronic warfare aircraft filled the sky. To the outside world, it looked like a NATO civil war was about to erupt. Then came a cold statement from the White House suggesting European forces would not influence America's decisions over Greenland. That single sentence rattled Europe. But in Moscow, it triggered panic. Russia did not fear a clash between allies. Russia feared what the noise was hiding beneath the ice. The Arctic Ocean suddenly became loud. Radar, sonar, and radio signals flooded the region. To most observers, it looked like chaos. But to Russian submarine commanders, it looked like a rare opportunity. Using the noise as cover, Russia's most advanced nuclear submarines began to move. Silent predators carrying hypersonic missiles capable of reaching the U.S. mainland in minutes. Their mission was simple: slip through the Atlantic undetected. But what they didn't know was that the chaos was deliberate. What looked like an uncontrolled confrontation was actually a carefully coordinated operation. France played the loud aggressor, the United States played the angry defender. And Russia took the bait. As Russian submarines accelerated through what they believed were safe corridors, they unknowingly entered a perfectly mapped acoustic trap. Hidden across Arctic ice floes was a force no one expected. Not an army, not a fleet, but a small team of specialists. Just 15 men. These were underwater acoustic warfare experts. Using ultra-sensitive sensors drilled deep into the ice, they listened patiently. And when the Russian submarines increased speed, their silence broke. For the first time, the acoustic signatures of Russia's most secret submarines were fully exposed. Their locations were confirmed. Their movements were tracked in real time. No missiles were fired. No bombs were dropped. Instead, American and French warships unleashed overwhelming sonar pressure. Systems failed. Crews were disoriented. Psychological and physical stress became unbearable. The submarines were given one choice: surface or be destroyed. Russia's most feared weapons rose helplessly into the Arctic air, exposed to surveillance aircraft and satellites. Defeated without a single real shot being fired. Then came the final shock. Satellite analysis revealed that the massive French fleet seen on radar never actually existed. It was an electronic illusion, a combination of decoys, cyber warfare, and signal manipulation. Russia had mobilized its most valuable strategic assets to confront a phantom. 15 specialists on ice had neutralized submarines worth billions. This was not a battle of firepower. It was a battle of intelligence, deception, and control. Greenland is no longer just a frozen island. It has become a locked gate, and America now holds the key. The Arctic has entered a new era, silent, ruthless, and invisible. Now the real question remains. Will Russia accept this silent defeat, or is it preparing a response even more dangerous, targeting satellites instead of ships? And was this unity between the US and France real, or just a temporary alliance of convenience? If you want more deep, no-nonsense breakdowns of global power politics, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Current Affairs with Faraz, and turn on notifications because the next story may reveal what happens after Greenland.